Near the village of Kyivsharivka, Kharkiv region, Russian drone operators, after destroying the HMMMWV vehicle, realized that one of the personnel had escaped. He decided to follow him. The personnel hid in a dense residential area in order to cover themselves with a human shield and confuse the operator. After successfully maneuvering along the street, he noticed an equipped pickup truck in the yard and destroyed it. No civilians were harmed. The Russian armed forces destroyed a mortar using an FPV drone in the border area of the Kursk region. The mortar position detected by reconnaissance drone operators in the border area was destroyed as a result of a precision strike. Another AFU T-64BV tank on the account of the operators of Rosgvardia's FPV drones in the Kursk region. It was destroyed in the vicinity of the village of Yuzhny, not far from the previous village. The reconnaissance drones returned to the checkpoint after finishing their work.
Всем приветствую! Сегодня 23 февраля, сегодня День защитника Отечества. Парни, я хочу поздравить от себя всех с праздником мужчин. И это салют для вас. Орудие 1, орудие 2, остатком зал.
In the Pokrovsky direction, the soldiers of the center group detected a stronghold. It is reported that there were 5 personnel in the position detected during offensive operations. Then, Russian artillery units started firing at this position. As a result of successive shelling, the position was destroyed. As a result of the simultaneous harmonious work of attack units, drone operators, and artillery units, targets can be accurately hit. Don't forget to leave your opinion about the video in the comments, subscribe, and like. A new defense line is being built near the settlement of Novonikolaevka, near the Dnipropetrovsk region. Drone operators of the fiber-optic drone Prince Vandal of Novgorod crashed into the crane manipulator Daewoo Novus truck. In the border area of the Kursk region, a tank of the Ukrainian armed forces was destroyed by the Lancet crew. The Lancet drone is an unmanned aerial vehicle, UAV, developed by Russia and used mainly in the Ukraine-Russia war. This drone is primarily used for reconnaissance and attack purposes. A mortar position was detected. The Russian tank was destroyed with an accurate hit. A tank hit a bunker in the same direction. In the village of Ulakli, in the settlement of Velika Novosilka in Donetsk, a tank of the armed forces of Ukraine was destroyed in a successive attack by Russian drone operators. After the first attack, the tank crew pulled the tank to the side of the road and abandoned it. Subsequent drone strikes started a fire. The tank burned to scrap. Kamikaze drone operators of the 51st Army of the Russian Armed Forces detected a ground unmanned vehicle of the Ukrainian Armed Forces. The drone directly attacked the unmanned vehicle and destroyed it. Drone operators of the 51st Guards Army of the Russian Armed Forces use their piloting and ramming skills to destroy drones of the Ukrainian Armed Forces in mid-air. Drones are like the eyes of armies in the sky. If drones are shot down, eyes are lost. If the eyes are lost, there is no longer an accurate point of view. This is why the reconnaissance capability of drones, as well as their offensive capability, is crucial for the course of war and the survival of soldiers. In the Pokrovskoye direction, near the village of Zverevo, VT-40 FPV drone operators shot down Leopard 2, BMR and TBM. Artillery of the Dnieper Group opened direct fire on the bunkers of the armed forces of Ukraine in the Zaporozhye region. The reconnaissance unit of FPV drone operators transmitted the coordinates of the bunkers to the artillery unit. Then, as a result of precise adjustments, the bunkers were destroyed. Since the bunkers are under the ground, drone strikes may not be very effective. Therefore, artillery is more effective for destroying bunkers. The bunkers must be attacked from above. That's why attacks like tanks are not effective against bunkers. In the Kursk region, drone operators of the 34th Separate Guard Motorized Rifle Brigade carried out a direct attack on positions where soldiers were hiding. As a result of drone strikes, bunkers and trenches were destroyed or heavily damaged. Such bunkers, set up in wooded areas, can be a bit difficult to detect if there is no snow. However, thanks to the thermal cameras and similar cameras on the drones, it becomes easier to detect. An American Max Pro armored military vehicle was detected in the Pokrovsky direction. The armored military vehicle was completely destroyed by sending 4 FPV drones in succession. There is no information about the crew in the news source. Probably nothing happened to the crew, because as far as it can be seen in the video, it seems that some of the crew got out of the armored vehicle before the attack. I guess the other soldiers must have gotten out of the armored vehicle before the next attacks. The M-STB howitzer destroyed the temporary deployment point of the armed forces of Ukraine on the right bank of the Dnieper River in the Kherson region. It was reported by the Ministry of Defense of the Russian Federation. The M-STB has a caliber of 152 millimeters. While the range of its standard ammunition is 24 to 28 kilometers, it can reach up to 40 kilometers with rocket-assisted ammunition. It has a rate of fire of 6 to 7 rounds per minute. Its crew is between 6 to 8 people. It is transported by truck or special towing vehicles. There is also a self-propelled version called 2S-19 MSTAS. The 7-64BV tank of the Ukrainian Armed Forces advancing in the Kursk region was destroyed by Russian FPV drone operators. Due to the mobility of the tank, it was destroyed by multiple drone attacks. Tanks with heavy armor have sensitive points. If drones can hit these sensitive points, it is possible to destroy even with a single hit. However, if they hit only the area where the armor is, only damage will be done. Since there is also ammunition inside the tank, if the drone can make an accurate hit, a big explosion will occur with the explosion of the ammunition inside the tank. Don't forget to leave your opinion about the video in the comments, subscribe and like. In the village of Fedorovka, in the direction of Chasiv Yar, German-made 155mm self-propelled guns PZH-2000 were detected. The actively fighting self-propelled gun was tracked for a while. Because it was located in a densely wooded area, it would have been difficult for drones to penetrate it. The self-propelled vehicle was parked after a while, and the crew left. The Russian FPV drones then moved in and destroyed the 155mm self-propelled PZH-2000 with a single strike. UAV operators of the 1st Tank Battalion of the 68th Tank Regiment of the 150th Motorized Rifle Division of the 150th Motorized Rifle Division of the 8th Guards Army of the Armed Forces of the Russian Federation successfully neutralized quadcopter drones. This reconnaissance drone was shot down with the help of a rope. I think this is the first time I have seen such a method. I watched the video carefully, and I think this rope, which has a pink color, is a normal rope. When this rope came into contact with the propeller of the drone, it disrupted the propellers of the drone, and therefore the drone fell. If I am thinking wrong, please tell me the right thing in the comments section. A Russian fiber optic drone destroyed a T-72 tank in the Novosergeyevka residential area. The camouflaged T-72 tank was detected by reconnaissance drone operators. Drone strikes were then carried out until it was destroyed. As far as the video shows, the first drone strike was to destroy the camouflage. The second attack was made directly to destroy the target. When the second attack was not enough, the third drone was sent, and the T-72 tank was destroyed. The two S-19 Memsta-S self-propelled crew hit the strongholds of the Ukrainian armed forces in the border area of the Kursk region. With well-calculated coordinate information of the drone operators, the targets were hit precisely. In the southern Donetsk direction, the Vostok group of the Russian armed forces launched one FPV drone attack after another on tanks. In recent years, FPV drones have started to have a new tactical impact, especially in military conflicts. FPV drones are highly maneuverable and generally low-cost drones that are often used in amateur drone races, but later found their way into military use. These drones allow them to fly by providing real-time imagery to the pilot through a pair of goggles or a monitor. While traditional anti-tank attacks are usually carried out with long-range missiles, FPV drones can carry out surprise attacks at close ranges. The enemy may not realize the drone's presence, which provides an operational advantage. They can target tanks' vulnerabilities, especially from behind armored vehicles.